And the next technique is called parametric cost estimating. So this is another group of estimating technique actually, because this is so this techniques is based on the historical data, a very well recorded historical data about the cost and about the cost drivers. Okay. So usually we all know that cost is driven by different drivers, by different reasons. For example, construction cost is driven by how big is the construction, what's the floor space, what type of the roof is, right? What's the area of the roof surface, and what's the area of the wall surface. Those are the variables, deciding the size, the dimension of the house, of the project, right? So based on experience, we know that if these factors going up or down or up, whatever, if they change, then the construction cost will change accordingly. So we call these variables are the cost drivers, right? So whenever we want to estimate the total cost for the construction project, we want to know the value for each of these cost drivers. And then we find a way to combine these values. Maybe we multiply them, we add them, we give them squares or square roots. There are many functions to use to combine all the variables, or to use those variables, and then to come up with the better construction cost. Okay, so we always need to have a function to include these variables. We call it variable 1, variable 2, variable 3, and then the result of this function is gonna be our cost. Okay, so this is the logic of this whole sets of techniques. You need to find out what are the cost drivers. You need to find out those values, and then you need to find out the function, the formula you're going to use. Okay. For example, if you want to estimate the price of a house in an area, usually the price of a house determined by the size of the house, the location of the house, right? And the type of the house, right? But here, to present this idea, we just use one variable. We say, okay, the major variable to determine the house price is gonna be the size. The bigger, the more expensive, right? So we have collected all the data for different types of houses. So the size, if the size is 950 square foot, and then the price is 123,325. Okay, that's one case we have found in the market, and then we keep finding on the market, and we find another size of house, and then the price is different. Okay, so we repeat this searching thing again and again. Then in the end, we have this whole collection of data. Okay, and then we want to estimate the price of the house for 4,000 square feet house. What's the price? So the way we do that is we can plot these different cases on this chart. So the X is gonna be the square feet of the house, and the Y is gonna be the price, right? So you just put this, these pairs on this chart, and then you have these blue dots. And then what you're going to do is to find a formula to get closest to these dots. What do I mean is you find a line, or you find a curved line, whatever, you have to try, and to see which one will describe these blue dots the best. Okay, so if you think you want to use a straight line, maybe you can have a formula like this, And if you want to do this curved line, you can have a formula like that. But don't worry, these formulas are just generated by the computer. You don't have to do that manually, okay? But you have to decide which one to go with. And here in this class, we don't teach you how to decide which one to go with. It's just another scientific question, okay? But I want you to understand the way it's determined. I mean the price. So first you get historical data and you plot them on the chart, and then you find a line to describe these dots, and then you stick with one formula, and then the next step is okay, the size of the house is 4,000, right? And you want to know the price, so you're gonna replace the x with 4,000. Say if you want to decide to use this straight line to estimate, then you just replace the x with 4,000, and then the number, I don't know, the number you get is gonna be the price you estimated. Okay, so this is the type of technique we call it parametric cost estimating. It is more scientific, you would say, and more accurate, but more time consuming because you have to collect all the historical data. And also you need to come up with this, with these lines. Okay?